everyone. You must have seen your parents or your house help use cleaning solutions, or you may have used it yourself someday. Did you know that these all-purpose cleaners have ingredients that affect our health and our environment? These contain special chemicals like ammonia, sodium hypochlorite, trisodium phosphate, and ethylene glycol monobutyl acetate. These all-purpose cleaners can also irritate our skin, our nose, our eyes, and our throat depending on the ingredients. Now imagine creating these cleaning materials using environment-friendly substances or our everyday kitchen waste. This is where bioenzymes come in. What are bioenzymes? Bioenzymes are nothing but organic solutions that are obtained by fermentation of fruit or vegetable peels, water, and jaggery. So jaggery plus citrus peels plus water when fermented for 90 days will give us a bioenzyme. These are very clean and effective cleaners which is made with the help of bacteria. So these bioenzymes use the good or non-pathogenic bacteria to digest soils, stains, and malodors. These bacteria consume the sugar in the jaggery and release carbon dioxide as a byproduct. These gases need to be released a few times in a week for the first 3 to 4 weeks. The bacteria will continue to produce the enzyme as long as there's moisture and food available. Great. Now let's dive into making our own bioenzymes. Right? The most important thing to remember here is the ratio. 2:3:10, which means what? 2 parts of jaggery, 3 parts of your peels, and 10 parts of your water. For making the bioenzymes at home, you will require the following material: an airtight container, water, citrus peels, and jaggery. What we need first is our airtight container. To the airtight container, we are going to add 10 parts of our water. I already have this with me, so I'm going to add that to my container. Jaggery will be 2 parts of jaggery. I'm going to add that to water. The microbes require these to survive. You can use any jaggery that you have at home. Please make sure that it dissolves well. Now we are left with our 3 parts of citrus peels. We use citrus peels because these are best for home cleaners and they smell amazing. So I'm going to add them and then give it a mix, and your bioenzyme is ready. Have you noticed there's a lot of space in my container, right? These are to release the gases that we had spoken about earlier. If you're using a bioenzyme for your home gardening or for farming purposes, you can also use pulpy fruit peels, vegetable peels, flowers or leaves. So these can also be used to make bioenzymes. But there are certain peels and vegetables that we would not recommend you to use, like onions, garlics, and radishes, even cabbage for that matter. They basically contain sulfur, which when fermented will produce a very pungent and foul smell, which can make a person feel very uncomfortable. So please avoid that. During the first 30 days, you will need to release the gases by opening the container once a day for sure, and also mixing the contents while doing so. After the first 30 days, once the gases are released, for the next 60 days, the container will be kept shut. How will you know that the bioenzyme is ready? So approximately in 90 days, you will see a white layer on top of the enzyme and the peels have settled down. That is the time that we know that the enzyme is ready for use. So once your bioenzyme is ready, we need to strain the contents into the clear liquid and the decomposed peels. The clear liquid needs to be stored in airtight containers. The decomposed peels can be used in multiple ways. You can either compost them, you can either blend and make a pulp out of it and use it with the bioenzyme itself, or you can use it as a starter for your next batch of bioenzymes. These bioenzymes can be used for multiple reuses: toilet cleaners, floor cleaners, dishwashing liquid, kitchen cleaners. Just imagine if every household uses these bioenzymes instead of chemical ones. Our bodies, air and water bodies will be rejuvenated in no time. So well, give it a try.